Hey guys, Steve here. Welcome back to another SG creation where I spotlight all the customs I make, whether it be an engine, rolling stock, or building. Today we have here Rebecca. Now, before I go into this review, many of you may have watched my previous video about my commenting on Rebecca. But let me just say that my reasonings why I dislike this character. Because she replaced one of my favorite characters in the Steam team, which is Henry. I've always loved Henry, the Green Engine, and seeing him getting replaced is just feeling like I got betrayed during my childhood, and I was like, it doesn't really feel okay. It just feels, I feel betrayed, you know? Like, it's just really disrespectful to me, at least. But now I got I'm okay with Rebecca now, and I thought, why not just have a model of her? So Rebecca is one of the new members of the Steam team. She's came all the way from the mainland, the other railway, and she is she's a brightly painted engine. Her body's mainly yellow, but she also has orange, red, and white. She also has blue, dark blue, but I prefer to have her black. No, instead of the royal blue. And yeah, what more should I can say? You guys are familiar with Rebecca, okay? So, I here have Rebecca's model. Let me just break it down to you. Now, Rebecca's model is an interesting one. It's I bought the Playroom Rebecca, and I decided, you know what? I wanted to make Rebecca, and the story was like I was going to make her out of a Trackmaster. A Playrail Gordon. But then Playrail had made a Playrail Rebecca. I'm like, I bought it just for the body. Now I could have went for the Trackmaster Rebecca, but then I was like, a Playrail is in my opinion, it's much better. I prefer the Playrail over the Trackmaster any day. It could be worse. Yeah. So yeah, this is mainly the body of of the Playrail model. If you guys recalled a video that I made called "Thank You, the Furfuse Logo," you will know that this was that he gave me an extra Neville tender and chassis just for the wheels and the tender. So here are the wheels, and I think they looked really beautiful into Rebecca. I just gave a little Sharpie just to showcase the model. Just give just outline the details, okay. And normally I don't do this, but with wheels, I always do that. Okay, when it comes to just giving the details away, Oh yeah, the side rods are just from the Playrail Gordon. I just get confused of saying Trackmaster and Playrail. Oh god. Yeah, I think this is well, she's not a fast runner. She just runs okay. Watch. Oh. Suddenly she went slowly, but now she went a bit faster. Wow, impressive. I wasn't really, I wasn't too proud of what Playrail had did with her buffers, so I decided to give her a little extension. I just chopped off. I had a truck filled with buffers, where I just keep my spare ones, just in case, And yeah, I think I think I've done a pretty good job. Now I would have separated the body, the engine from a tender, but here's the thing, it's attached with with chains and a wire. So yeah, just for me, just to get extra Tommi hooks, couplers, okay, that type of thing. So yeah, that's the body. Painting the running board, in red. Yeah, I have not much to say here. As a fun fact, on top here was dark blue, I think, but I didn't like the dark blue. I thought the black would have gone better, and it did gone better. So I just want to keep it like that way, okay? All right, just don't judge me, okay? So yeah, just kind of fixing with some things that I thought about Rebecca. Here's one of the things I've done about her. Okay? On her side, she doesn't have her number. I just just color that out with a Sharpie marker. The reason why is because, well, in my series, she's not going to be working on the Allen Sodor. she's not. But she is going to be working on the mainland, and you will see her in that series. Hint, I said series, so you will see a lot of her. Maybe. I don't know. I still gotta, think about that. Nothing much to say here. Let's just look at the tender. Obviously this is a Neville tender, just painted in yellow with orange, red, white, and black. Now, this was one of the hardest parts for me because, hold on, just give me 1 second. Okay, here's Rebecca's tender, and here's Neville. Now, Neville has more of this, how do I say it? Do you see like this little tab, like this extension here? Yeah. So, oops, button unbraked. So yeah, that's what I did. I just had to remove this, just to get it out of the way, So it doesn't. I feel like on what her class is, she doesn't have this extension. So I decided to remove that out. And yeah. And it's still I've actually just, when making the engine, I wanted to get her, full glory, meaning I also had to get the wheels, obviously, like I mentioned, I talked about the wheels, right, about for a Fuse Loco. Yeah, this guy is awesome. I'll put his channel in the link description below, okay, so if you want to go and check him out, okay. Yeah, it was, I wanted her to have that Gloria look, because how her wheels looked was completely, wasn't like Neville's. Okay, here is, Ivo Hugh, okay, Playrail had give Rebecca this type of wheel, which, to them, it was fine. To me, it was not okay. So, I went ahead and decided to, you know what, why not? Just fix it. Yeah. So, another thing, okay, so let's just talk about the face. The face is actually from the Trackmaster Rebecca, not the Playrail, but the Trackmaster one, see? Here's a little funny story. If you're going to, let's say, remove the Playrail Rebecca, if you have a Playrail Rebecca, and if you plan to ever remove her face, here's the thing. That is going to be challenging, because, you see this little line here? Let me just, I don't know what there we go. See that little line there? Yeah, that's just with that, I'm going to call this the cap, her cap, because it kind of resembles a cap, yeah. The only way in order to get her face truly popped out is that if you have to wedge in a knife between, and then you just have to go in deeply, and then just have to shimmy it, just to try to get the face to truly come off. You're just cutting the plastic that's just holding the face from the model. And let me tell you another thing. The face, this is just blue tack. Let me just, I have to get the camera to focus. Her face literally just goes up. What do I mean? No, seriously, look. It just goes completely stuck up there. I'm not even joking. Her forehead is just up to her cap. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, that's crazy, I know. And that's just really hard for me to get it out. Don't have the face on me right now, but I thought I thought Rebecca could use a smaller face instead of something more gigantic. So I decided to go with the Trackmaster. The Trackmaster face. I actually painted in black, of the inside, just to give it a little more realistic, instead of it's just focused on a TV series. I just want to focus on more the realistic kind of Rebecca, because I thought Rebecca could have used I thought Rebecca would look a bit more. I'm sorry, I'm babbled here. My point is that I want Rebecca to look realistic, okay? And okay, I guess you're gonna say about the color. The color is not realistic. Let's leave the color outside of the exception, okay? What I'm trying to say here is that I've tried to to make Rebecca look completely different compared to what she looks like in the TV series. if you know what I mean. I mean, we all have that, you know, that moment that where how we want our engines to look compared to what we really want, how they look in the CGI series. You feel me? I mean, like it's tweaking. Basically, is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. So nothing much here. Let me just talk about like the yellow for a second. The yellow was not easy to find. I mean, obviously, look. Here, this is the body of Rebecca's yellow, and here's the tender. Not sure if you can see it, but the yellow looks completely a little different compared to the body. It was hard for me to get it. What I had to do was I had to go to Home Depot. I have to look to literally every paint section about Rebecca's yellow. Let's just find the perfect yellow for Rebecca. I found one that looks completely close enough. It was decent enough, and I was like, I'll take it, okay? And there we go. I could have reworked this a little more, but I digress. I think this came out okay. I think I'm proud of it. I'm really happy about it. And yeah, you know, it's just a combination. Basically, Rebecca's model is just the player model, only with Neville's wheels and tender. Okay, just because I'm not too proud of what Playro did with her tender. It was lazy work. I think Playro would have done a much better job. I expect a lot better from Playro. I mean, Mattel, I mean, let's face it, I mean, Mattel, they're just off the rails. But Rebecca, I mean, for Playro, I have had so much hope for them. How can they do this to us? Well, I suppose some things are changing, I'm afraid. But yeah, that's just the review of Rebecca. Nothing much else to say here. Let me know in the comment section below what do you think about Rebecca. What can I do to improve her a little bit more? And let me know of any other models like do you want to see. Okay? This is Steven Garcia 118 signing off. Thank you for watching.